So, thank you for joining us today on this level 0 mat class. So we want to start off by just asking if you've got any aches and pains or any injuries. Okay, we're in the clear. You can begin by standing on the left of your mat. I'd like you to stand with your feet in parallel, and then your hands are just at your sides loosely. And I want you to think of your head light on your shoulders, just lifting your head up, the crown of your head, towards the ceiling, so that it establishes a traction on your spine. Still gaze forward, Ria, if you can. There we go. And that then creates space between individual bones. You can feel your hands at your sides and just notice if there's any differences between the two sides of your flank. If there's big space between your arm and your body on one side versus the other. And try and align the bones of your back to stack neatly one building block on top of the other. Good. And then draw awareness to where your hips are living in space. Have you slammed them forward? Are you sticking your tail out? Do you need to adjust where your center of gravity lives in your body today? Is there more weight on one foot compared to the other? Take a beautiful inhale through your nose and then sigh it out. Take another one in, nod your head, and exhale as you roll down vertebra by vertebra through your spine, all the way down towards the floor for me, Ria, just curling the bones of your back. Excellent. At the bottom here, feel where your hips are in space. Notice where your chin is relative to your chest and see if you need to make the top of your head heavier. Tansa, can you feel you are looking forward and you're shining your head to me, so we tuck it in. Excellent. Now the aim, ladies, is not to touch the floor per se. So you want to shorten your shoulders on your back so that your shoulders are on your back, and you're needing to round your lower back, which lifts you slightly off the floor. Do you feel there? Stay there. Now, everybody could shift a little more forward with their bottoms. So bring your weight over your toes. That center of gravity's changed now that you're in roundness. Your shoulders are on your back, so you're going to squeeze your scapula a tiny bit, Teagues. Yes. Now squeeze your glutes for me and we roll back up. Ria, give me more roundness in your lumbar spine. So curl your bum bones down the back of your legs some more. So what that means is you're needing to tuck your tail and come up again, all the way to standing. Fantastic. Let's do that again. Arms are at your sides. Feel if your waist is shifted one way or the other. Pelvis is centered, so it's not forward and it's not back. You hollow. Nod your chin and roll down one more time. Keeping in mind the chin off the chest by 4 fingers. The pelvis forward. And then Riahan, can you tuck your bum a little bit more? Yes. And keep rolling down. Roll back up. Ooh, Tans, can you bring your hips forward? So, yeah. Now do you feel the work? Roll back up, shoulders on your back. All the way to standing. Ria, can you feel here? You flatten your back. So you're coming up a little bit too squatty. I need you to roll up like a songololo. We're going to do it one more time. Nod chin towards chest, 4 fingers off the sternum. Drop your heart down towards your pelvis. And then continue to roll vertebra by vertebra. You can keep your legs a little straighter, Ria. Yes, yes, yes. And then stay there and pull your belly button up into your spine and tuck your tail some more, pulling your pubic bone towards your sternum. So if you stay there with a little straighter in the legs, a little bit straighter. Okay, cool. Do you feel how hard it is on your bod? Now anchor your tailbone down the back of your legs and roll back up, everyone. So it's an abdominal workout, a glute and a hamstring workout as you roll back up. And that mimics your roll up, which we're going to do just now. Excellent. Let's take a seat on our mats. And your feet are on top, knees bent. Hands are forward, and we're going to put your palms down for me. Yes, that's great. So I want your feet quite close towards your bum so that when you lie down, yeah, that's fine. When you lie down, the feet aren't too far away. And now your fingers are aiming forward, and there's a neutral wrist. So you're not cocking your wrist and having these sharp fingers. Your hands are cupped ever so slightly. Shoulders are on your back, and you start tall for me, really straight. And then if I punched you in the gut, you would round your spine into a C curve. So pretend I'm punching you, and you roll over your bum bones onto your glutes. Yes. Now don't let your face come forward, and don't let your shoulders creep forward to help with your center of gravity, because life is hard back there. And then Ria, can you feel your spine wants to be straight, my darling? Can you curl a bit more? Yes, that's fantastic. And roll onto your bum bone, off your bum bones, almost onto your low back. Good. Stay there, girls. It's great. Let's go further 10 centimeters because I'm a mean person. Go back. Yeah. Don't let your feet lift. Come back up for me, round. And then you can sit tall. And so I punch you in the gut, and you lean back. You tuck your tail, and you curl into a posterior pelvis, and you flex your spine into roundness. Now your heavy head needs to live further back so that it's hard to be there. And your toes have to push into the floor. And then you use your stomach to come back up for me. Exhale. Sneaky toes. And so we push the big toe into the ground. Connect your lower abs as you roll back. Curl. Good. Face back. Head back. Yes, it's hard. And then use your tummy, not your neck muscles, but your tummy muscles to pull you back up and sit tall. One more like this. We're going to go back in your roundness. And here's where we can add some sprinkling of spice. Take your arms to your ears and down. Take your arms to your ears and down. Feet down. Arms to the ears and lower. Open your arms to the sides and close. I've turned my palms in and I didn't tell you, but palms shine in and close. One more. Feet down, arms open and close. Good. Turn your palms back down and lay down your body all the way. Good. We're going to slip the feet closer to your hips. So now your feet are about the distance of 1.5 lengths of your feet away from your sit bones. And your arms are going to reach up towards the ceiling. In this position, I need a heavy chest. I want you to pull your sternum down into the ground. The palms still face away. The shoulders must creep down your back. So please, can you feel they were in your ears slightly? And if you press your chest and your lower rib bones down into the ground, you feel it works deep neck muscles, so muscles in the chest, but you notice how your bum tucked in response. You're going to need to untuck your tail for me, but keep your chest down. That feels quite strange, and I don't know if it was valuable for you too, but we want a sternal depression without a tail tuck. Good. Here in this position, you're going to lift your head and chest by nodding your chin and lifting up into flexion. So come up, lift your head. Place your hands behind your head, interlacing your fingers. Stay up for me. Now, pry yourself higher. Come higher. Chest lift. And I can see some stiffness. You guys are yanking your poor faces off of your body. Lay back down the spine. Okay. So we are trying to flex your spine into roundness. We're trying to lift up your head and your heart. But we do not want your tail to tuck under you, and we don't want your face to do the heavy lifting. So can you make your heads really heavy into your hands? Your elbows are lifted slightly so they're in your peripheral vision. And then you lift with your stomach by dropping your ribs down. Inhale to prepare, exhale. The ribs lower and the head miraculously lifts. Hold it there on an inhale. And exhale, lay down the spine. Good, I'm happy with where it was coming from, but I'm dissatisfied with the height that you guys managed to achieve. So we need to get your spines more flexible to get the shape I'm after. Inhale and exhale, come up. Don't sacrifice your position of your head, but dig deep in that tummy and hoist yourself higher. Now, did your tail want to tuck? Yes. Did it tuck? Hopefully no. Close your knees down. And then come down all the way. Good. So maybe we need to show your body what good looks like. Come up for me on an exhale, lifting head and chest, and then reach behind the back of your legs with your fingertips. So grab the thighs. Pick yourself up 5 more centimeters. Come, come, come. Good. Now that's flexion, Ria. Even more. Hang on for dear life. Now put your hands back behind your head without lowering yourself. And then you get to lower slowly. Yes. Okay, we go again. Lift head and chest. Grab the back of your legs. Hoist yourself up. Ria, come all the way up, my love. All the way. Up, 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 up. Sit up for me. All the way. Good. Even more. And then hands behind your head and lower yourself back down. Cool. Now you're going to grab this mat, which I've placed. Normally it's under your body, right? So you're going to hold the sides of it. And we go again. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift head and chest. Yank yourself up by pulling on the mat. Do you feel that? Yes. And then hands behind thighs. Great. Pull up, down. Yes. Hands behind head. And lower yourself back down. Okay, you'll go again. And so we lift. Can you feel you able to pull, 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 pull? And then repeat. So these are techniques I like to use in a class setting. You're welcome to do this every class you come to going forward, where you can get the shape that you know we want, but you don't have that strength to go over the bump, the speed bump that's there. And that speed bump is a flexibility and a strength issue. Can you feel it? Even when we use the hands, your body's stiffened and it still stayed quite low. But now if we're using the mat, it just picks you up. We're going to do rotations next. So hands remain behind your head. We're going to lift head and chest up into your newfound shape. Up you come. Yes, you can use your mat. Yeah. Good. Get your feet a little closer together. Yeah. And keep those knees in line with your ankle joints. Rotate your body to the right to look just past your right hip. So you're shining your heart there. Yes. And it's quite high. So if you had a bra strap on, you're going to go over the bra strap to the left-hand side. So you roll over your bra strap to the left, and then you come back to center, and you get to lie down. Okay, we're going to come up again in the middle. Exhale, lift. This time we're going to shine left first. Shine left. Get that height. Open that right elbow tees. Come back to center, get higher. Go to the right. Good, but did you just open your armpit or did you roll over your bra strap? You just opened your armpits. Come back to center and you get to lie down. When we build endurance, we're just going to do like 8 of those rotations. So think of a satellite dish orbiting. Right, so come up for me. Let's lift. We're going to do 6. Put your head on that mat, Ria. And then rotate over to the right. Come back to center. Everyone, close those knees. Open yours. And then go to the left. Good. Open that right armpit for me. Come back to the center. Go to the right. So we're staying up now. Come back to center. Go to the left. You owe me 2 more after this one. Come back to the center. Orbit to the right. So it's like the Queen's wave. You're going to wave like this. So keep your head in the middle, lovey. And move. Yeah, come back to the middle. Face is in the middle of the sternum. Don't move your face so much. So come back with your face. So your chin must be more in the middle of your chest. Back to the center. And you get to lie down. Do you see why 0 is so important? Because when we get that shape perfect and we progress you to 1 and 2, you know that the quality of your shape is perfect. But the limbs are going to do harder things and the coordination is going to be there and the sequencing is harder. But if we are turning our head more than our body and opening our pit and closing the other one, we've actually lost the essence of the original shape. And Pilates it's layers. So we've got to do zeros every now and then just to make sure that the bouillabaisse is right, that the recipe is what the recipe should be, that it is a vanilla sponge cake. It's not some other tart. Okay, so hands at your sides. We're going to remove this contraption I've put here. And that was very last minute to just help you. And I think you can learn from that using your normal mat. Okay, so you want to put a mat underneath you so that you have that tool at your disposal. We'll do a pelvic curl here. Fingers are reaching long. You imprint your spine, tuck the tail the other way there. So that's anterior, that's a posterior pelvic tilt. That's perfect. And then you get to peel your coccyx off the floor. So we lift the hips up, up, up off the floor. Fantastic. Now, those fingers are reaching long and your heart must try to stay down. And so like if you lift too high in the ribs, can you feel your back is arching? But if you drop your chest more, the work goes now to your bum. And you close your knees a tad. Good. And then lower yourself down. Curl bone by bone. And then unravel. And we imprint the spine again. Fantastic. And lift your hips. Now with your back, as we come down, we're going to want to make sure it's in the middle. And yours wants to live to the right. So I'm going to push you off. And you get to come down in what feels skew, but now is correct. Okay. And then again. We can do quite a few of these. Tegan, you are supinating your right foot. That means you're on the outside of it. Do you feel? Can you push through your big toe and you feel your knee knocks? So you now have to use your right cheek to not let your right knee fall in. But you don't have to do that on your left. You just are normal on the left and the right is tight somewhere. And then come down. So the cool thing about this is if you do every exercise to the best of your ability and you find one or two sneaker cheats and you concentrate on those when you're doing it, let's lift. Even when I talk, you must just move. Then you are ironing out your issues. Come down slow. So every time you do a pelvic curl going forward, you're going to stop yourself before you pop your ribs. Yeah. And then we come down. Okay, there's quite a lot I can stack if you're open to it, guys. So I can overwhelm you with valuable cues in this very simple movement. I'm going to do it just to show you maybe what bad looks like. Okay? So I'm going to tell you everything under the sun. Right, feet are fist width apart. Get yourselves a pair of arches. Can you roll a little bit, hands onto the outside, and push your big toes into the floor. Then fix your knees to be in line with your feet. Tuck your tail, imprint your spine, and lift your hips one vertebra at a time off the floor. Up you come. Excellent. Don't pop your chest, depress your sternum. Push your pelvis higher, but don't let your ribs flare. And then come down bone by bone, unraveling the spine. Reach your middle fingers longer and fix your wrists. Push them into the floor. Can you feel this wrist wants to pop? Push it into the floor. Fix your elbows so that they're not hyperextended. So you want the knobbly bits of your elbows out to the side. Push your shoulders into the floor, squashing them down. Elbows out. Excellent. Elbows out. Shoulder down. Then tuck the tail and lift your hips up off the floor. Inhale here. And then exhale. Come down, vertebra. Push your big toes into the floor by vertebra all the way down. Sometimes it's TMI, but other times it's a newness of how you do the good old faithful pelvic curl. Great. Let's move into a back extension. To do that, I'm going to ask you to lift your pelvis off the floor, up, 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 and to land yourself to the right-hand side of your mat. So come down and land to the right. Yes. Then extend your left leg, straighten him. Take your left arm up and over your head And then roll over onto your left-hand side. Roll over, roll over. Yes, good. So now you're on your left. You're going to roll over completely and then arrange yourself onto your stomach. Roll over all the way and onto your tummy. Okay, so you're on your tummy now. Get in the middle of your mat. Take your hands to the sides of your thighs and look down at your mat. I want your palms against the sides of your thighs and your middle finger in the middle of the side thigh. Your nose is hovering just off the floor and your neck is long and extended. You're going to pick up the tips of your shoulders and squash your arms into your side body as you reach your fingers along the thighs. All of them are together. And you squash your wrists and your lower forearm into your thighs. Yes, give me more wrists. How tricky is that? And then relax yourself. We're going to go again. You hover your head the whole time. We lift on an inhale. Up you come. Lifting the tips of your shoulders off the floor. Lift your chest and squash your arms with those hands. Must not be resting on the mat. They must be against your thighs. And then you get to relax. Legs are together, Ria. And we go again. Inhale, lift head and heart. Straighten your arms, Ria. So reach them towards your heels and squash your elbows. And then down. And we'll go again. So you want to lift head and heart. Don't hug your bottom. Press into the sides of your thighs. Good. And then relax. We pick up the tips of your shoulders. Hover your head. Lift. Now squash the shoulders down your back and squash your wrists. And then relax. And you'll go again. Lift on an inhale and press. We don't want to have the pinky deviating up. You've got to keep your middle finger in line with your forearm. And relax. Last one. On an inhale, lift and press. This is the simplest thing and it's the worst, is it not? Yes, yes, it is. And then all the way down. You get to recover from this. Hands move under your shoulders, palms are down. And push yourself now into a rest position. So your bum goes up and onto your heels. So press up and push back. Yeah. Excellent. Staying in that position, siphon air into your ribs and your lungs. So you want to inhale into the side of your body. Try and get your bottom on your heels. So you're going to pull your hips back. Then that will make your spine rounded and you inhale into your sides. Do you feel? Good. Now get onto your left-hand side, facing our mirror on your right. So lie on your left side, please, with your left arm extended and your left knee bent up towards your chest. Great. We'll put the foot forward slightly and your right hand is palm down on the mat in front of you. Now we bend the left knee up towards your chest and you straighten your right leg away. Yes. And then you'll put your hand just in front of your belly button. That way your forearm gives you feedback from your abdomen. Can you feel? And so we'll, on an exhale, lift the right leg up in line with your hip. So you just float your right foot up. Correct. Now stay there, guys. I'm going to encourage you to push the right heel back a little. So press it towards me. The right heel comes back to me. It's not about your foot's position. You're going to keep it floppy, but bring the leg back. Yes. Lower that right foot down to tap the mat or whatever's underneath it, and then float it back up again. Excellent. Lower it down and float it back up. That's the movement. Keep going. But how we can make it more valuable is by pressing it slightly back, as if it's a backslash. So we're making a backslash back. Good. And how we can keep it valuable is if our foot is actually quite floppy and all of the power is coming from your glute. And then we can add a little bit more efficacy if we roll the pelvis forward despite your foot pressing back. Good. Keep going. And if you can imagine that you're tractioning the hip slightly out of your socket as you press back, it's as if I'm pulling it and down. Now stack the ribs. Okay, this is TMI, but it's cool. We're giving all the options for all the cues. You pull the ribs in towards your butt. You push your head back on your arm. And you keep your eye line forward and your spine stacked. Last one, lift and hold. Now we add some spice, little circles. Okay, it's not compulsory to add spice, but it's nice. Good. Now don't add spice at the detriment of form. Change direction. Good, so you keep those ribs in. You keep that head and neck loose. And pause. Leave it in the air. Recalibrate the pelvis. Can you feel? Turn your toes down and your heel up. Turn your toes up and your heel down. And turn your toes down and your heel up. So now we twist inside the socket. And you can keep it floppy. It's cool. But you still twist. And you're not to move any bones in your waistline. How's that feeling? Good. Feels like it's working. And you can pick up your pace and just clean out the socket. That's it. And relax, lie on your abdomen. So go onto your tummy. Using the strength of your arms, you push yourself into what we call 4-point kneeling. So hands under your shoulders and push up in onto your knees. So press yourself into 4-point kneeling onto your knees. That is correct. Stack your hands underneath your shoulders and push your feet into the floor. So you shove your shins down. The hips are living above the knees. Your hands are under your shoulders. Round your spine up into a curve. Check in with the top of your head and your tail. So the top of your head is down and the tail is down and your ribs are up, up, up. Use your stomach to make this shape. Push your feet into the floor. And make sure that you're over your knees, not in front of them. So you want your hips back, but your tail down. And then just shift your hands rear a little bit towards your knees, yes. And now you sink your spine down and look forward. So it's as if I'm pressing in the middle of your back and I'm bowing you into extension. Correct. And then round the spine up again, using the tummy muscles to help direct that shape, that flexion. And sink the spine down and look forward. Good. And then round up into roundness. Stay in your roundness, so that's in your flexion, with your spine lifted and your head down. And untuck just your tail, so stick out your bottom. Cool, but keep your head down. Then round the bottom under you again. So you want to stick it out and round it under you again. Just the tail, guys. We're doing pelvic curls, but in the weirdest position. And so you're learning that you can change your pelvis and it doesn't have to affect the whole upper part of your spine. It can affect from the middle, the thoracolumbar junction, down. And last one, go back into your rounded shape. Keep your tail tucked and your hamstrings on down the back of your bottom, and stick out just your chest. So you thread your heart forward and you stick out your collarbones and you shine your heart forward. So Tiggs, you keep your bum tucked, but you stick out your collarbones, your chest. And then you pack it away. Roundness, chin in. And then you stick out your chest, but you keep your tailbones tucked. How hard is this for your brain? Okay, keep your weight over your knees. Put your hands underneath your shoulders. Roundness in the spine. Keep the tail tucked and the pubic bone pulled to sternum. Then thread your heart forward for me. Stick out your chest. Keep this on. Stick out that. Look forward. Gaze forward. Then pack it away. Super duper tricky to have upper back extension, look forward, without the low back, unraveling. Last one, guys, because it's weird how tired do your arms feel, but like it's not like it's push-ups, eh? It's just a strange, and well done. Good. Now we still have to do our other side. So lie on your right side with your left leg straight and your right knee bent. So your left leg is straight and your right knee is pulled up towards you. Yes, that arm is extended and your head is resting, but it lives quite far back. So when you lie down, you want to make sure that you are stacking the bones of your back in the correct curve. The left leg is long and you're tractioning it out the socket. It's going to hover in the air and it's going to live slightly to the back of the mat. Cool. Pelvis pulls forward to begin with. Even just the setup here is like an exercise in itself, because I can be patient. I can make you hold it and you can just work while I'm talking. Ribs in, but foot back. Foot back, more rear. Yeah, back, back, back. And then you lower to tap the ground and you lift. And again, now you're going to need to lift your waist on the underside. Because of your bones, they want to live there. Okay, so everybody needs a little house for their mouth. And what that looks like, and I'll use your spine, is this small little alcove over here, which gives you that length of the top leg. You can feel it. Good. So one could say you need to bunch the spine or the musculature on the bottom in order to lengthen the top. So when people have their bones or their back drop it for me, and they have their hip hiked into the shoulder, you feel that? Now it's all in your side body, front and back side body. But if I say bunch the bottom, because often I'll say lengthen the top as the antidote, but if people don't get that and they can't lengthen the top, I'll say shorten the bottom and the top lengthens. And so we approach it from a different angle. And now lift your leg, everybody, and keep it lifted. Circles. So you want your circle bigger. But behind you, so I like to have an imaginary line on the mat, and we say all of the work is done behind the midline of the mat. So you take your foot to the back of the mat, and we make the circles on the back of the mat. Good. With a lot of us, because that's jawling back there, this shoulder wants to roll forward. You'll see it in so many people. So they're twisting their spine. And you need to then come and correct the shoulder and change direction of your circles. Good. Lengthening the leg. Fantastic. And we can feel when there's hip flexor tightness that it can't go back with absolute ease. So we need to strengthen the glute and we need to stretch the hip in order to get these circles to look more comfortable. Now you pause with the foot at hip height. And keep that spine. If I took an x-ray of the back of your body, I want all those building blocks in a straight line. And then we're going to turn the toes down and up. Turning the toes down and up. And that has to come from inside the socket, not so much in your ankle. Do you feel how hard your ankles wanting to work. So pretend you have no foot. I'm amputating this foot. Shine the shin and kneecap down. Shine the kneecap up. Shine the kneecap down. Does that help? So instead of cueing foot, we go to knee. And then it's like you have no foot. And so it comes from the right place. Good. And then it's crept forward, lovey. So we're going to take it there. Yeah. And get your forearm on your abdomen because that'll tell you if you're rocking. Can you feel? And last one. And well done. Okay, we're going to straighten the legs. And stay where you are. Like I'm happy with where you are. So you're going to keep the feet slightly in front of your body. And you are what feels like at the back of the mat, but you're going to be fine. You're safe. The hand remains where it is, and your head needs to be heavy because we are going to lift your feet in a smile, but I don't want your head to lift as well. So this is a one-sided smile. It's not a full smile. Head stays down, hand presses into mat, cinch in your waist, and then lift your legs together up off the mat a little. Good, and then down. Now you'll notice your side body needs to work. The side has a front and the side has a back. We want them to work together. If the back of the body works too hard, you're going to arch. So don't arch, just lift your feet up off the floor. Exhale to lift both legs. And down. Good. And that's also why I said bring the feet forward because it'll hero front. Now lift again. And lower. Pretend you have no top leg. Only use your bottom leg. Lift your bottom leg up and the top leg comes for the ride. Do you feel how that connects your tummy muscles a bit more? On an exhale, lift that bottom leg, press it into the top leg, and the top leg can catch a ride. And then down. Nice long neck, loose like a goose. Exhale to lift. And inhale to lower. Be aware, sometimes our feet and our kneecaps and our inner thigh wants to work the back inner thigh, not the front inner thigh. So pretend that we're holding something fragile between the feet and we must lift up evenly. And all the way down. Fantastic. We're going to roll over, but I encourage you to move forward so that when you roll over, you have mat behind you. So come forward with your bod and roll over onto your back. Take your hands to your sides, palms down, and bend one knee in and then the other knee follows. So slide one foot towards your bottom and then the other knee, slide the foot towards your bottom. Now squash your knees together. Your hands are at your sides. They won't be in your way because we're not going to do a roll. We're not going to roll your knees so far over that it hits your arms. Keep your feet together. So stick them. Keep your knees together. On an inhale, take both knees over to the right. Your left foot lifts with you. So as you go over, the foot comes with. Fantastic. The left glute goes with you. Stay there at a 45-degree angle. Now fix your feet so that they are stuck together as if they'd never left the mat. Yes, they are stuck together. And lengthen your top left leg a little longer so your bum goes higher and your waist goes longer. Stay there. That's fantastic. Fix your shoulders and your eye lines. Cool. Then drag yourself back, exhaling to do so. On an inhale, take your legs over to the left. Over you go. The feet stay stuck together. Yes, you got to correct the kneecap so it's a little longer rear so that it touches my palm, not towards you, but towards the camera, away. Yeah, do you feel that? Fix your eye lines and then drag yourself back. Okay, we go over again. Inhale over. Get cocky with that left leg. Put it in its rightful place. And ring your body back. And then go over to the left. Don't move your eyes. Don't move your shoulders. Don't move your nose. Don't move your upper body in response to your lower body's wringing out. And then come back. Okay, good test for this. Arms go up to the ceiling. See where they are relative to the shapes on the ceiling. Don't let your hands move. Inhale, take your knees over, which are stuck together. Over to the right. Lifting the left foot slightly. Lengthening the left knee. Get cocky. Don't let your hands move, your shoulders move. Exhale, pull back. On an inhale, go to the left. Exhale, pull back. Right leg lifts to tabletop. Suck in your tongue. Left leg lifts to tabletop. Okay, now I'm the one getting cocky. Don't fall off your mats. Inhale. Take your legs over to the right hand side. Bring your feet with you. Lift your left glute. Don't let your hands move. Don't let your shoulders move. Exhale, pull yourself back. On an inhale, go to the left. And exhale, pull yourself back. Fantastic. Lower one foot, lower the other foot. Lie down on your left-hand side facing the mirror now. We're going to do our side lift. So the legs are straight and they lift slightly forward. Your top hand is on the floor, palm down, forearm against your belly button. Yes, head is rested. It's not doing the heavy lifting. But your bottom leg is the guy that's going to be in charge of lifting. Exhale, lift the legs off the floor. Is it in your front or is it in your back, or are you evenly matched? And then come down. And exhale, we lift. The two sides are super different, eh? Yeah. And then down. You want to keep those ankles together as if we have a soft sponge full of water. If you squeeze the sponge, well, it's going to be a little watery mess. If you drop the sponge, same thing. So you want to delicately lift the feet together. Yeah. I'm going to roll this hip slightly forward and then lift. You are definitely using your back more on the side. So we get to pull the ribs in and you get to take your feet even further forward. More forward, more forward, more forward, more. And then connect here a little bit. Good. Excellent. It doesn't help that we have this stuff and the headrest up. So I'm actually going to move your, arm to there. Does that feel better? Okay, cool. Let's see how that feels. Okay. And last 3. Good. Any accountants here? Auditors? Are we even, Stephen? 2. And your last 1. Excellent. We're going to make our way onto your back. So come to forward slightly and then lie down on your spine. I'm quite eager to use the safety strap for this. So scoot your bodies down and hang your feet slightly off the edge. So even further, I mean, these straps are quite taut, but anyway. Come. Can we? There. Cool. Get your heels hanging over. Can I actually just be super? Yeah, I like that. Okay, we got to slip your feet in. So take one under, then the other, and flex. We can play around. Let's go a little bit further. Get this one underneath the strap. Okay, I need you to like wangle it. I don't know. There's it. Okay, flex your feet. So we've got hope in the form of a strap. Take your arms up towards the ceiling. If we need to wiggle back so that the strap adds more value to your life, we can. On an inhale, lift head, lift heart. Lowering your hands down, you come into a chest lift. But now you got something to help you, okay? So we're going to keep those arms about 90 degrees off the ribs, and then you get to peel up your spine and go into deep roundness. So come up for me. Yes. Come up all the way. Roll, roll, roll. And then stay in your roundness here. Good. You're going to need to, I think, Tans, move back so that your strap adds more value to you. Yeah. So the arms are forward. So if your hands are forward at 90 and your back is in flexion, yes, your lower body is trying to lie down for me, but your upper body wants to get to this imaginary spot. Your shoulders are on your back, your shoulders are down, and your head is in line with the rest of your spine. Thank you for that face correction. You felt it, hey? Come forward for me, roundness, there. So that's your roll down shape. Can you see it? A little bit more chin nod, a little bit more roundness, and then reach those fingers forward to where I was. Yes, but your lower body is trying to lie down. Then you will land up lying down for me. So come down, curl, curl, curl. Tuck that tail, so you can feel here how it slips on the mat. Do you feel? And then the arms go up and over. Let's take your arms over your head without your ribs flaring. Go as far as you can go without making this giant hollow. Squash the low back into the floor. Then on an inhale, the hands come up, the head comes up, you drop your heart rear, and you lift your chest. Yes. Come up, use your straps. Round, 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 round. And stay in roundness as you peel forward. Good. So you are reaching towards me even though your lower body is trying to go back. And then roll back, lift your arms so life is hard. Yes, head back. And we go again. Inhale, lift your hands. Did you hollow? Squash your back. Flex your feet. You can have your feet flexed like when you're standing in your roll down when you warm up your body. So this is a roll up, but it looks exactly like a roll down. And then lean back and roll back. Hands come up so that it's a little tricky. Yes, do you feel that? Cool. So we can play and add spice, but not today. Come, last one. Up you come. All the way. Excellent. Undo one foot from the strap. Undo the other. Arms remain reaching. Lean halfway back for me. Pause. Lift your right leg to tabletop. Fix your shoulders. Fix your head position. Left leg to tabletop. Now I can be mean and say no hands. Or I can tell you could just put your fingers behind your thighs. Roll down to your shoulder blades, leaving your feet still in space. Don't move your feet. You can move yours in a little. Bring your feet closer to your chest, babe. Yes, don't lie down all the way and come back up for me. No moving your toes. So put your toes on my knee. Point your toes. Point there. Okay, you're not allowed to move off me. Come up for me. You can use your hands on your thighs. Up, 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 up. And then lie down slow. And up. Let's face and roll down. Knees together. And repeat. So we want these knees to bend a little more. And you come up all the way. Pop that heart. Come, come, come. And then go back down. One more. Watch where your heavy heads are, ladies. Good. And down you go. I'm going to be mean. Come up your last one. Up, 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 up. Straighten your legs on the diagonal line. Take your hands to parallel to your legs, reaching them to your toes. Hello, teaser. And then sit at the top. Come up. Sit. All the way up and you can chill. Bend your knees and sit. And sit like a normal human. Okay, cool. Roll over onto your abdomen and lie down on your tummy. Hands are now underneath, elbows at your sides and fingertips in line with your temples. So you're going to drop your elbows to the sides of your bod and have your fingers just in front in line with your temples. So you were correct. That's great. Shoulders away from your ears, elbows into your sides. Okay, your feet can be apart. It's not a problem. You can have slight turnout. And we want loose hips. But the idea is that we're going to come up into a back extension. So your hands have to be quite wide of your mat. So almost on the very, very edge of the mat, out wide. On an inhale, you gaze forward. So you look forward. And then you press your hands and your elbows into the floor and lift up your spine. Long in the neck, no creases in your neck, Teague. So up you come with your head and your heart. Up, 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 up. We're going to have a little moment here. We say, okay, are we doing it well? Are our shoulders down our backs? Is our neck long? Then roll down slowly. Good. Do it again. On an inhale, you lift yourself up. Up, 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 up. And then on an exhale, you come down. This time we go up higher. So we're almost going up all the way. So on an inhale, you go up and you start to straighten your arms. So lift your head, lift your chest, pass your elbows, push into your hands and lift yourself to straight arms. And then you come down, and as you come down, your elbows seek the mat. So you come down with your elbows looking for the mat, and your legs will end up lifting off the floor. Lift your legs, your feet. Yes. And then you go down with your feet and you lift your eye line and you push into the ground. So I think these hands can come there. That way your elbows are. And up you come on an inhale. All the way. Beautiful shapes, ladies. And then you come down with those elbows seeking the ground and your legs lift off the floor. And then your last one, we're going to lift up head and heart. Shine the collarbones forward. Keep your neck as an extension of the rest of your spine. Come down slowly, elbows looking for the mat first. Then the rest of the body comes. The legs lift to finish strong, glutes engaged, long legs. And then you float those legs down to the floor and you get to push back into rest position with your bottom on your heels again. So using your arm strength, you push your hips back and breathe. Walk your hands to the right of your mat. So you tick-tock your hands over to the side. Fantastic. And you reach the left arm quite far. Good. Stay there. Rear bum down on your heels, more flexion in your spine rather than extension. This is the antidote to all that beautiful back extension we did. We're looking for some flexion and then we're going to do a side bend. Yes, that's nice. Walk your hands to the left and breathe there. Come back to center for me. Roll up to kneeling on two knees. So you heave the spine up into roundness. Good. Okay, we need to turn over and sit down. There are two ways we can do this. We can transition by saying, okay, let's get you just to sit on your bum and face the camera. Or I can get you to pull your knees forward. So cross your ankles, which is the one I'm going to do for you. This is not necessarily an instruction for you, but it's also instruction for the people watching. So you take your bum back onto your heels and you thread your feet forward in front of you. So we'll go like this. Cross, sit on your bottom, feet go forward. Okay. So there are ways to get you to seated. Or I could just say sit on your bum. All right. Now you're going to sit with your knees bent, feet on the floor, and you're sitting upright. You're going to reach your hands to the ceiling. So arms come up, 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 up. Good. And I want people to see your beautiful backs. Palms are facing forward. Bring your feet quite close to your bottom and stay there. Circle your arms. Circumduction. Place your hands on the mat behind you, fingertips facing forward. On an exhale, we're going to lift your hips up off the floor. So you push your bottom into a tabletop position. Lift your hips. Up you come. Up, 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 up. Now your head responds, but it doesn't hang off its tether. So you keep your neck long. And then lower your hips back down. Okay. We don't do many. On an exhale, we lift together. Exhale up. If your wrists are sore in this position, you can have your fingers out to the side. And then come back down. But you can't have your fingers facing backwards. On an exhale, up you come. Good. If you're really battling, come down. I can always put this sitting box and you can go on elbows and up you come. Or we can use slanted boards for people with wrist problems and lower. Now, it's not just about your poor wrists. Lift up your hips. This whole exercise is about connecting your back of body. Can you feel there's got to be strength on the underside of you? Tuck the tail, close your knees. It's like a pelvic curl, and then all the way down. Well done. You get to shake out your wrists and cross the ankles like they were. You were fine. Like this. Take your hands over your lap and put your hands down in front of you and roll onto your hands and your knees, 4-point knee length. Good, perfect. Step one foot back behind you. Step the foot back. No, as in just straighten the leg. There's it. Cool. And you can see I'm bullying you a little bit. So if I move you, it means my words did not land. If I have to put you where I need you to be, it's a communication issue. And all communication issues are with the instructor. So it's not about you, your auditory ability. It's about me not being able to verbalize what I need to be done. So Ria, that right leg must straighten and your toes need to be on your marks. Get set, go toes. Fantastic. Step your left foot back behind you and push it there. Put your left foot with your right. That is correct. Hold this beautiful plank-like position and draw in your navel and tighten your thighs and stick your collarbones forward and breathe. And then park up your bottom. Lift your hips up, 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 up. And rock forward for me into a push-up position. Back into that. And then lift your bum again. And rock forward into a push-up position. And lift your hips, last one. Walk your hands to your toes. Step your hands to your toes. And roll up to standing. Let's do a roll down and see how you feel. Are you scared on the top? Nod chin to chest. And curl down, bone by bone, rolling through. Feel if there are any changes in how this is experienced in your body. And roll yourself back up to standing. Well done.